Manic Street Preachers, sometimes known as the Manics, are a rock band from Wales. They started out in 1986, and when they started, they were a punk band. They transformed into more mainstream rock, and they're particularly known for their critical social commentary and left-wing politics. They are currently James Dean Bradfield, Nicky Wire, and Sean Moore. After their first single, they were joined by Richie Edwards, who then later disappeared in 1995 and is now presumed dead, but nobody actually knows for sure. They are still going. They have, over the years, wowed the critics and the public alike, and they have released 14 albums so far.
Hi, my name's Dan. So this was the ninth album by the Manics. It's my first time listening to it. And apparently the lyrics are entirely written by Richie Edwards, who's the guy who disappeared. I gather that sometimes this is kind of compiled from his notes rather than songs that were, completely written as a done thing. So the Manics. So there are acts where I think I want to like them and I want to like their music, but I find it hard to actually embrace it and enjoy it. But it's usually something about the person or the band that, in principle, I think that there's a good thing about them and I want to like them. The Manics are the opposite. Just they're a band that I feel I want to dislike, but so far I've been unable to, thoroughly do that. And so there are a couple of reasons I think why I have this feeling, this prejudice about them. The first is that they can be quite preachy, and particularly the track "If You Tolerate This" is one that I found really irritating at the time when it was being played on the radio. The other one is the habit of picking a line and repeating over and over, and I felt that can get quite grating. But I don't have that irritation for this album, or only little bits of it. So it's rockier than I imagined. I would say most of this is fairly hard rock. There are some bits that are softer as well. Musically, it's quite varied. Production-wise, particularly, it's quite varied. There's some interesting sounds going on. There's kind of introductory stuff. There's kind of noise things. There's all sorts of interesting stuff going on. And the songs themselves are particularly dark and weird, and I think that this is the Richie Edwards effect on here of his lyrics. To my mind, not all the song titles seem to relate to the lyrics, but maybe I haven't dug into them enough to actually work out why the song title is such that it is. He's got a strong voice. I have mostly found it, as I said, not irritating. He does have quite a strident voice, quite recognisable, but not all the time, actually, because on the quieter tracks, he doesn't sound like the voice that I associate with Manic's. There's one track, can't remember the name of it, where he sounds more like Lou Reed, actually, I would say. So it's sung well, it's played well, it's produced well, so I fairly enjoyed it. I've not absolutely loved anything from them yet, but I'm still feeling that I could be open to that being a thing. So, as always, at this point, I'd like to invite you to tell me what you think of this album, or the Manics, or my review. Please do so by leaving a comment in the comments down below. The next review on this channel is going to be the Screaming Trees album, Dust, but that's it from me for now.
Isn't it lovely when the dawn brings the dew? I'll be watching over you. Isn't it lovely when the dawn